try that again. Good morning. It's Friday, March 8th, 2024. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We're going to practice set 6, 7, 8, and 9 this morning. These are all left and right side, so I'll be turning around in just a second as we get started. I have announcements and things. All right, so first, I'm going to put this down. We'll get started right away. Okay, so first announcement. I am still way behind on all of the things that I have intended to be doing, and such as it is. I have plans. I do. I have plans. And as I've been working through some of the things that I have to deal with and that I'm putting together for what I want in my future, I've been not paying as much attention to teaching. I've been doing other things. Part of that is, it says, I intend to continue teaching. That's number one. I intend to continue. There are going to be, as there have been in the past couple of months, there are going to be interruptions and disruptions in that. And I'm talking about this for two reasons. One, to let you know that that is what's happening. And two, because it's the real world. This is my real world. I am in the process of moving. I don't really particularly want to move. I got a bunch of stuff that I've taken down here behind me. I don't particularly want to move, but I'm going to do it. And as I look forward to what's next, there are several things that I am very much looking forward to. So I'm not looking forward to moving, but I'm looking forward to it being done and being in a situation that I want to be in, working on some of the things that I want to work on, which includes this particular class, Wudang Qigong. So my intention is that this class will continue, and that I will be making some improvements and offering some other opportunities, as well as in-person, so interactive, a little bit more interactive kinds of things, as well as in-person. That is what I'm looking at for myself as what's next. It's going to take me a little bit to get there. Months, not years. I'm working on it. And as I go through that, there are going to be disruptions. There's going to be times when I'm just not here. I'm going to try and keep that to a minimum, so that part of what I've taught is actively recorded. I've talked about this, and I've taught this idea that as we practice over time, there will be interruptions. There will be things that get in the way. That, no, I don't feel like practicing today. I can't do this today. And I'm going to talk about that just a little bit. That sense that I'm going to keep coming back, I'm going to keep trying, I'm going to do it again, is what has kept me going for 40 plus years. So Wednesday, I was intending to be teaching Xingyi class. I couldn't do it. I just didn't have the energy. It just wasn't happening. I mentioned I'm moving. I don't want to move. I'm going to move. I'm looking forward to moving. That's kind of complicated. It really is. I'm looking forward to moving, but I don't want to move. I really don't want to move, but I'm going to move, but I have to move, and I don't want to move, but I'm going to move, and it's going to be great once I get moved. What do you do with that? It's, right? So, I've been on the I don't want to move, this is terrible, I'm really depressed, I'm really anxious, I don't want to have to go through this. I've been dealing with that. It's not something I want to develop. It's not something that I want to work with when I'm practicing so that I can create more of that anxious, depressed, sadness. Just, no, I'm not going to practice when I feel that way. I can't. Getting up and leading practice, getting up to practice alone, when that is what you're going through, that is in fact what you're going through, is not a good thing. Don't do it. Seriously, don't do it. It only works against what we're trying to create, okay, which is more of that, I want to do this, it feels good, I want to create this, I want to develop this ability, this sense of what I'm doing in practice. That's, yeah, okay, let's do that. At that moment, which I'm here today for that, at that moment, cultivating that sense of, I'm not 100% today, but I'm okay. And that part of being okay, that I can get up and do something. I want to cultivate that because that builds my ability to keep getting back up. And that's something that is so very important. We're going to get knocked down. It's going to happen. Whether it's solo practice and you just aren't ready for it today. You got knocked down. Life knocked you down. It happens. It's the same with a fighter. You get knocked down, right? I'm going to get knocked down. I have to get back up. I don't have to get back up. There are times when I'm just happy to, I'm happy, I'm going to stay on the ground. I'm not even trying. Okay? There have been those times. That being completely overpowered by your opponent, by, in my case, my teacher. Yeah, no, I don't want to get back up. I'm not going to fight you. I'm down. I'm it. That's it. We're done. Let me tap out. Right? In that situation, it's possible to just stop, right? Then you get back up and you learn something from it. Oh, I learned more from being tossed on the ground than I ever learned from being able to stand up. I did. Those are hard lessons. The ground is not soft. It's not. It's not. And being able to work with that and get back up is what's required. It's what we do. We do that physically, and we do it mentally, and we do it emotionally. And we don't ignore the health of the emotional body any more than we ignore the health of the physical body. That mental health part of paying attention to the mind and being able to quiet the mind in practice, if your mind is not going to allow you at that moment to be quiet, then it's not a good time to practice. Don't do it. Wait. Use the skills that you have developed to decide how to deal with and what to do with whatever it is that's going through your mind, whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever it is, the same as what we do with the physical body. Well, my shoulder's tight this morning. All right, well, then I need to loosen up my shoulder, right? I've got, my arm just, it doesn't want to go. It just, all through here, it's just tight. Well, I was doing some things. I was doing some work, and the muscle's tight. That's why we're going to practice at 6, 7, 8, and 9 this morning. That's going to loosen all of that up. In paying attention to these sets, the idea that the last couple of days has been difficult for me. And I didn't practice because I did not want to cultivate that difficulty. I want the skills to deal with it. Let's practice. Gently, basic warm up here. Feet about shoulder width apart, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, pull up through the crown of the head, shoulders down, hand circle in front, back around to both sides, up along center line, and reach out. Again. And one more time. Fingertips, elbows drop down, fingertips down, hands return to your sides. This idea that I'm talking about of how to practice, when not to practice, what to pay attention to, that is part of that whole life practice. That's not, I'm going to go to the gym 6 days a week. It's, I may be going to the gym 6 days a week, but I'm going to practice for the next 40 years. How to do that? How to continue that practice? Personal level, right? Just not showing up someplace where everybody else is doing it. How to continue that practice on a very personal level over time. Not 6 months, not 6 years, maybe 16 years, 30 years, 40, 60 years. Yeah, I know people that practice for over 60 years. I do. How do you sustain that? It becomes part of how you understand your own growth and development. It becomes not so much a thing that you do as something that you do. And that it's part of who you are. It's part of how you continue your own personal development. Okay, so it's not this thing out over here that I'm going to go do. I'm going to go play at it for a little bit, a couple years maybe. It's part of who I have become, part of who I am. That integration develops over time. It's not a 6 months later it's all there. 6 years, 16 years. Come back and talk to me. Set 6. Push to both sides. Yin yang yang yin. Push and return. And to the other side. And come back. Each time Pay attention to the center. Keep the turn small, so it's just a little bit, and keep it light. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Breathe in. And breathe out. Shift to the right. Push to the left. And pull in. Center. Pull up through the crown of the head. Keep the chin level. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax as you extend. And as you pull in. Pay attention to what's going on internally. Stay centered. Open the center in the palm, the level. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay centered. As you extend, don't overextend. Don't underextend either. And pull in. Breathe out. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. And breathe out. Set 7. Turning palm. That same idea that we just worked with, that we stay centered. Pay attention to that little step, right here, little step, and push. Palms align with each other and with your body center. So I'm on the 45. If I were to turn to face straight, this is where my hands are. Okay? This is lower than the shoulder, this is lower than the elbow. Right? So the wrist is lower than the elbow is lower than the shoulder. It's not up here. Not here. No. Here. A little bit. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift left on the right toe, or excuse me, shift right on the left toes. And push. Pull in. Center. Shift left on the right toes. Little step. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Connect through the mid-back. Pay attention to the jade pillow at the base of the skull. Pay attention to the middle dantian. Nice and easy. hands go together. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Center. And return. Center through the leg that you're standing on, not the leg that you're extending. 2 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Breathe out. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. And breathe out. Set 8. Ward off, pull down. Hold the ball. Ward off. Some of those ward off. This is pull down. Okay. And come back to center. Other side. Hold the ball. Ward off, pull down. Each time as the hands circle, pay attention to the lower dantian. The hands, this is not, no, that's a really big ball, okay, down here. This hand more or less at your hip. This hand more or less in between your shoulder and your chest, right? So, chest here, ball. You think about all of this as your chest, then it's the upper part of your chest. Here's your shoulder, here's your bosom, here's your ribs. This space right here, and if this ball, that's the ball. Pay attention that your waist moves with you as you turn so that everything is well integrated and focused on driving the movement from the lower dantian. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Palms up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Shift to the right. Open left. Come back to center. Shift left. Open right. Come back to center. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Connect through the lower back. And amen. And the lower dantian. Stay well centered. Sync the breath. Physical breath and the internal breath. To the lower dantian. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We have one more set. 收回琵琶. Center as both hands come up. Again, pay attention to this alignment. I'm on the 45, but if I turn straight, here's where my hands are. Okay? Upper hand no higher than your nose. So it's not up here, not up here, down here. Okay. The connection is here and here through the eye with the center of the palm, the lagom. So as this hand comes in, we want that sense of connection through and extension of the energy through the center of the palm. So it should feel warm. As your hand comes close to your face, you should feel that your hand is warm and that it's comfortable. Keep the back straight. Pay attention to opening through the jaji. Keep the mingmen open. Focus on the upper dantian and the middle dantian. Feet about shoulder width apart. Breathe in, palms up. Breathe out, press down. Shift to the right. On the left heel, both palms up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull in and center. Shift left. Raise the hands and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center. The lower hand aligns with the outside of the mouth. The upper hand with the eye. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Smile. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Each time we move, each set, as we're working through what we're doing in each set, We want to pay attention to the circulation internally as well as the physical breath, as well as the physical movement. The more supple and, yeah, I'm going to say energetic, but I'm going to qualify that in a second. The more supple and energetic each movement can be, the easier it is to circulate the internal energy and to open the body. That energetic movement, that sense of I have energy, I have vitality, I have something in the movement, that it's not just, okay, I'm gonna move, and then, no, right? That sense that I'm bringing part of what I want to develop, part of who I am, part of my own practice, what I want to create, I want to bring that into my practice. So that's the energy that I'm talking about, that sense that it's something I want to develop, it's something I want to create, it's something that I want more of, not less of. Okay? If it's so much less of, don't do it. Recognizing that we have times when it's better not to practice, that as we go through a long-term, for me, a lifetime of practice, there will be times when life stuff is going to interfere. It's going to get in the way. I can't do this today. I've been on an airplane. I can't get up and practice today. I'm sitting on a plane with a whole bunch of other people and there's just not enough room in that aisle. Not happening. That sense of I can't do this today, but tomorrow I'll be at the hotel and I can go out and in the parking lot practice, right? Or I can find an empty banquet room somewhere and I can go practice a little bit. Find an empty hallway somewhere, I can go practice a little bit. That sense of I can do it next, I can do it later, I'm always going to have that. And that is one of the things that I hope you take away from class today, and what I'm talking about is that if things happen that you can't do what you want today, I can't practice today, it's just not going to happen. Today I did, right? Wait for that to clear. It will. As soon as it does, as soon as you feel a little bit better, get up and practice. That will set up a creative cycle that will help you to continue feeling better. It really does. I appreciate everybody who's watching me today. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back next week. I've got some other stuff that I'm working on. I've talked about it. I keep talking about it. I'm actually going to get some of it done. Promise. Thank you again for your patience.